David Menzies for Rebel News here in Hamilton, Ontario. And folks, it would appear that Hamilton Centre MPP Sarah Jama, well, she's in a bit of a jam herself. Now, Jama has a long history of making anti-Semitic statements, but in the aftermath of what occurred in Israel after the Hamas massacre on Saturday, well, I think some of the statements and actions of Miss Jama really take the cake. For example, consider this tweet, quote, "I'm reflecting on my role as a politician who is participating in this settler colonial system. And I ask that all politicians do the same. I call for an immediate ceasefire and de-escalation. We must look to the solution to this endless cycle of death and destruction, and all occupation of Palestinian land and apartheid," end quote. Well, my goodness gracious, where does one start? First of all, the word apartheid, is she speaking of Israel in 2023 or South Africa circa 1983? And nowhere in her tweet does she get to the crux of the matter, i.e. about 1,000 Israelis massacred at the hands of Hamas terrorists. How can you possibly leave out that point? But it proceeded to get worse, if you can believe it, folks. On Monday, Ms. Jama appeared at a pro-Hamas demonstration. Say pro-Hamas because the flag of Hamas was actually flown at that demonstration, and there were calls to wipe Israel off the face of the map.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Justin Trudeau, you will see. Justin Trudeau, you will see. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Justin Trudeau, you will see. Justin Trudeau, you will see. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Intifada, Intifada. Intifada, Intifada. You guys are loud enough for me! Intifada! 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 Long live the Intifada! Long live the Intifada!
Unbelievable. This is a provincial member of parliament in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada in 2023. Now, in light of all this, there has been calls for her resignation. Several Jewish groups have weighed in. The interim leader of the Ontario Liberal Party, John Fraser, he called for that resignation. Ontario Premier Doug Ford has said that her comments are unacceptable, and he's called for the resignation. But Marit Stiles, the leader of the provincial NDP, once again, she is giving Jama, who, like I said, has a long history of anti-Semitism, a pass on this. Now, naturally, we believe in giving the other side of the story, so we came all the way from Toronto to Hamilton to speak to Ms. Jama, or perhaps somebody in her constituency office, rather. But this was the sign we were greeted with. Thank you for visiting the office of MPP Sarah Jama. Since Tuesday afternoon, our office has received a number of concerning calls and emails that have made us question the safety of remaining open for walk-ins. We've decided to work remotely to ensure the safety of staff. We're deeply sorry that this will affect constituents who rely on us for support with urgent issues. We will, of course, continue to assist you via phone and email until it is safe to open our doors to the public again, end quote. Isn't that incredible, folks? Here is somebody who stands up in solidarity with Hamas, a brutal terrorist organization, and is recognized as such by the government of Canada. And they get, I don't know, a few nasty tweets, some phone calls that are impolite, and they close down the office. It's like we're back in COVID days, isn't it? Well, you know what? We will give a phone call to the number posted here. Maybe someone's going to pick it up. What do you want to bet it's going to go right to voicemail? In any event, let's make that call now and see what happens.
The mailbox belonging to MPP Sarah Jama. is full and cannot accept new messages at this time. Please try again later. Goodbye.
Well, there you have it, folks. We made the phone call. You heard it yourself. The mailbox is full and no new messages can be received at this time. Customer service excellence. Well, that was a funny incident that occurred off camera, folks. We bumped into another individual who was surprised to find that nobody's home. He was on a job, namely he's a pest exterminator, and he was supposed to, I guess, carry out some extermination here. He told me that Hamilton has a huge rat problem. Oh, there's a punchline just dangling there, isn't there? But I dare not say it. Can you imagine, folks, a member of provincial parliament right here in our great Dominion of Canada is throwing her support against the terrorist group Hamas? That is absolutely unacceptable. Please go to our new petition, which is firejama.com. That's firejama.com. This hate meister has to go.